I'm making root mash. It's one of my favorite Thanksgiving side dishes. This dish is also great during any of the cooler winter months and any of your other holidays. It's simple to make and you can switch out the vegetables if you want. So let's get started. You'll need 1 large onion and you're going to peel it, cut it in half, and then slice it in about 1-inch pieces. You're going to put this onion aside because you're going to cook it first. I have some peeled butternut squash and I'm only going to use about 2 cups of this, but you can certainly adjust your root mash in this recipe and go a little bit overboard with whatever vegetable you want to. Cut these in about 2-inch pieces. We want them all to cook together. Now I have a sweet potato. Peel that, cut that up into chunks, and then we're going to add this to the mix. Make sure that your cuts kind of match up with the butternut squash as I mentioned. So you'll take this and you're going to put this all in the same bowl. I love adding a large russet potato, or it could be an Idaho potato, to my root mash. It kind of smooths out all of those root vegetable flavors. So peel it, wash it too afterwards, and then cut it into those 2-inch chunks and add it to the bowl. I have 1 pound of parsnips, and these just make the root mash delicious. So peel them all and then trim them on the ends and then cut them at an angle. You just want a small slice. This is a hard veggie, so you want that to cook along with all of your other veggies and come out just right. I'm adding about 4 large carrots, and this not only makes the root mash really pretty with the dark orange, but it really adds nice flavor. So cut them like you did the parsnips. Now here's a turnip, and they're really kind of difficult to work with, so be very careful. You don't have to put this in if you don't want to. I couldn't find smaller ones, so I had to buy this large one, but it does give a really nice flavor, and this is the end of our veggies. We're ready to start cooking. You'll want a large, heavy-duty pan to cook your root mash in. I like having handles on the sides. So here's about 4 tablespoons of butter, and this is some chicken broth, and we need 4 cups of that. Start melting your butter on about a medium-high heat, and then you're going to cook your onion. We're cooking this separately in the beginning so it has beautiful flavor and gets soft and caramelized. I've added a teaspoon of salt so I can sweat those onions. So take your time and cook these until they're really like a light golden brown. Make sure to stir them every once in a while so they don't burn. Butter can definitely burn. So now I'm going to add all of the root vegetables because I've started that beautiful base of flavor. So just stir them up, and then you're going to add your 4 cups of chicken broth, or it could be veggie broth. They both work out really great. And I'm adding a couple of cups of water. I just want to cover my root vegetables. Put a lid on, and you'll want to bring this to a boil. But then when it comes to the boil, turn it down to about a medium low and cover it again, and you can finish cooking it. It's going to take about 25 minutes or so. You know when it's done when your carrot comes out nice and tender and soft. Now you're going to drain your root mash, and after that you're going to put it back into the pan that you cooked it in. Add about 2 more tablespoons of unsalted butter and just bury them in that hot mixture. Now you're going to grab a big masher. You could also use an immersion blender if you have one and just pulse it in here. But I really love this rustic look and feel to the root mash. Give this a taste because you're probably going to need some salt and pepper. I've put 2 teaspoons in and I did pepper it, and I also felt it needed just a little bit more butter. Mix that all in and your root mash is done. I think you're going to love this for your turkey dinner or any winter dinner. Now I'm going to show you a way to serve it that's kind of cool. Use a large cookie scoop and scoop out at least 3 sections of your root mash. This is such a pretty way to serve it. You're getting all the great flavors of fall root vegetables all in one dish. I hope you get to make this fabulous side dish for your holidays during the winter. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really love it, and give this a like. If you'd like to be one of my supporters, please go to Ko-fi.com. You'll find that in the description box below.